What's up, YouTube? My buddy called me with a complaint, said his Onkyo home theater receiver is only playing music through the front left and right speakers and the subwoofer instead of playing through all five and the subwoofer like it normally does. So first thing we're going to do is verify the complaint. Alright, we're back. The complaint has been verified and corrected, and what we ended up doing was just switching it over to a video 2 for the input, and as you can see, this unit actually has different modes for synthesizing the surround sound from a stereo input, and this is the setting we ended up settling on for general listening. So that's been corrected, and as a bonus we're going to go ahead and play some tones and show the clip point of this television, which is a Hitachi, and also the clip points of this Onkyo home theater receiver. Alright, before we start the distortion test, just I'm going to talk about how he has it set up real quick. This Xbox here is used as the source feeding everything. Everything goes into this Xbox, and then it goes out to this Hitachi TV. And I'm going to real quickly show the model and information. Thing's actually too bright. Cut it off real quick. Okay, there we go. And that's the information on the television set, in case you're interested. And we'll go ahead and start doing our clip tests now. Alright, we got the distortion detector here. It's already detecting the 40 hertz tone, as you can see from the television. And we're going to go ahead and bring the volume up. I don't think we can show that at the same time. Let's see. Okay, we got distortion on the meter at volume. What volume was that? 38 is distorted, 37 is clean on the 40 hertz tone. Alright, we're back again, and this time we're going to try the 1 kilohertz tone. It's detecting. Okay, there's distortion point, which is actually quite a bit higher. The distortion point for the 1 kilohertz tone is 58 instead of 38. So that's unfortunate. Okay, well, I went back. I thought it was a little weird, and I ran a different 40 hertz 0 dB tone, and it's still clipping at the exact same volume, 38. So this source is actually distorts much sooner at the lowest frequencies, which is not ideal, but we're going to set it up using volume 37 as the maximum clean volume and just go from there. Okay, we're back again, and we've got the distortion detector tapped in. We have all the speakers are actually disconnected to the speakers themselves, because that was a little easier than keeping track of all these wires on the back. And we've got the probes hooked to the front, left and right, and because we're testing front speakers and it's in a surround sound mode, we're going to use the 1 kilohertz tone, because the 40 hertz tone, you know, it won't even detect with a high pass filter. But with a 0 decibel tone, I found something interesting. Because our maximum overall clean volume on the television is 37 due to the way it distorts sooner at the lower frequencies, the Onkyo receiver on the 1 kilohertz tone is actually clean all the way up to the maximum volume of 80. So now we'll go ahead and check the sub channel and see what the 40 hertz tone gives us. Alright, we got the unit here. We're going to try the 40 hertz tone, but actually I didn't realize this at first. This subwoofer is actually a separate powered subwoofer, and this receiver just uses a line level pre-out for the bass frequencies, the low frequency content. But I found out something a little disappointing, and watch as I turn the volume knob up. Just as it begins to detect the signal, it also goes into a soft clip. And you can keep turning it up, it doesn't go into a full clip yet, but and that is volume 69 when it actually hard clips, but it seems to have soft clipping all the way up before that. So, not really sure what that's about, but I think the soft clipping's okay, especially for a subwoofer. So I'm going to go ahead and tell my buddy that 68 on the receiver is the maximum clean volume when the television is set to 37 and he's using the Xbox as the source. Alright, here we are back, and we got the 40 hertz tone again. I just thought the soft clipping was a little weird, but what I found when I've got all the speakers hooked up to it, I'm going to go ahead and play the 40 hertz tone. It's set to the same, can't remember exactly what, a PL2X surround sound mode, and we'll turn it up and show with the speakers connected, and right now it's just getting the pre-out from the low frequency effects channel. The meter is, and you can hear the 40 hertz tone coming through the speakers a little bit, but it actually isn't showing the soft clip now for some odd reason. This meter seems to be acting a little funny lately, but so it looks like right around, and you can't see the knob and the meter at the same time, but right around 68, 69 is his maximum volume on the receiver. But it just seemed a little strange to me, and I also tried some different listening modes on here. I went through and tried it on stereo and some other sources, and it still seemed to be about the same volume that it clipped at, so that's kind of where we're at. And now we're going to go ahead and do a little listening test so you guys can hear what this setup sounds like. Alright, real quick, just wanted to show the model number on all the components in this surround sound system before we do the listening test. That's the receiver. That's the left and right speakers there. This is the center speaker. Surround sound speaker. And here's the subwoofer. Alright YouTube, we got everything hooked up now. One more thing we had to change. The subwoofer cable was plugged into the back of the Onkyo receiver. We moved it to its own outlet in the wall, and we got the volume right now. It is at 65, close to the maximum, but not quite, and we're going to do a little listening test for y'all. And here we go. got it set up. It's not perfect, but at least we know we're running distortion free, and my buddy seems to be pretty happy with it. I just want to show the front of this receiver real quick. It's a very nice unit. It's a similar vintage of the one I have at home, the stereo receiver. And it's got a few smudges on it right now, but overall the condition on this thing is 90 to 95% cosmetically. And the mode my buddy ended up liking for general listening is the orchestra listening mode, which he likes to have a pretty strong surround effect, and that seems to pump the surround channels up quite a bit more. But this video is probably getting a little bit long, so we'll go ahead and wrap it up. And thank y'all for watching.